Hey, Luke, you got a review for us today?
I do, yeah.
What do you got?
I'm going to talk about the Shure AONIC free earbuds.
Okay.
So these are a earbud that we got. Shure sent us a couple things, and I got to take the AONIC frees and give them a whirl. So these are a earbud style headphone.
Okay.
And they are, they're what you expect from an earbud. They have, noise canceling. They have some pretty decent sound isolation. They have an environment mode, so you can hear a little bit of what's going on around you, so you don't feel completely isolated. Very nice for if you're commuting, traveling. You can hear, maybe intercoms calling your flight connection, or if you can hear horns if you're walking around on the street, stuff like that. You can hear people if they're say, hey, well, you can hear voices. So the environment mode, sometimes we hear it called ambient mode. There's a couple different names for it. That's become a more common feature that we've seen in earbuds and headphones. So it has that. Shure also has a Shure Play app.
Okay.
So what that lets you do is adjust a couple of your settings to more personalize the sound.
Okay.
Give you a little bit more control over, some of the equalization of what you hear to make it really feel like it's your listening experience.
Sure.
Shure is one of those brands that they've been in sound design for a very long time.
Yeah.
And, when we first got these in, it was one of those things where it was, hey, why are they kind of going into
they're more of a microphone kind of thing.
Yeah, microphone. They do headphones and stuff, but it's all wired, not really, wireless stuff. But man, the quality on these it's good. I mean, they sound great. Very easy to use out of the box. You connect it. You have tapping to control volume, playback, to take calls. There is a bunch of different kind of codec support, so you can have whatever kind of music you want to listen to, whether it's the Qualcomm aptX, AAC, kind of whatever style music. If you have a certain kind of codec you like or that you prefer, it can handle almost anything you throw at it.
Sure. I've got a couple questions.
Go for it. What do you got?
Let me think here. So how's the battery life?
Okay, so battery life on these, it's about 21 hours total.
Okay.
And that includes a carrying case. So it has a charging carrying case.
Yeah.
For listening, at one time, you're going to get about 7 hours.
Okay.
And so the case is going to hold 2 extra charges for you.
Gotcha.
Which, it's pretty standard that we see. It's okay.
So when these came in, we took them out of the box. Our first reaction, I think both of us thought, that's a big case.
It is.
Those are big earbuds.
They are.
Do you feel like they're big when you're wearing them? Because they felt, when you take them out and hold them, they felt light.
They're not heavy at all. No, they don't feel big when you're wearing them.
Okay.
You put them in and they feel like most other earbuds that we use. I mean, we listen to a lot of earbuds. We test a lot of earbuds. We're very familiar, and it's nothing that you can tell. You can get a feel of it if you're moving your head side to side. You can kind of tell that maybe they're a little bit bigger. But when you look in the mirror, they're big.
Yeah.
They the ones we got are kind of like the red color. It's like a chrome red ish. They definitely draw attention.
Sure.
And they are on kind of the bigger side of the footprint for an earbud. Now,
but it doesn't. It's all outside of the ear.
It's all outside of the ear. There's still a bud that goes in the ear and fits nicely. It fits,
very comfortable.
It fits comfortable.
Okay.
It sounds good, but it's not, they're not going to be the ones that are going to be the low profile kind of,
Yeah.
I can walk around nondescript.
Yeah.
These things are going to be noticed if you're walking around.
Certainly the red.
Yeah, especially the red, this chrome, you're outside mowing the lawn, sunny day, you might flash some cars going by. No, it's not that bad, but they are more noticeable, I would say, than most.
Like, who's the cool guy over
Right,
there mowing
right.
his grass already?
Yeah, red lightning over here.
Yeah.
But no, they sound great.
Okay.
There's really not much more to say about them because they're an earbud.
So that's that. Okay, so that isn't exclusive to this, but that field in general, when it comes to talking about them, it just becomes, what are the features?
Yeah.
And does it deliver on those?
Yes.
Does it have this? Are they waterproof?
So they do have some water resistance. I'm trying to pull that up here because that's one thing I didn't. So they're like will repel sweat and some elements.
Okay.
I don't think they're not a true waterproof. It's not something you're gonna go swim with or something like that.
Right.
But if you're taking a jog with them, if you're running with them, you're gonna be okay.
Okay, because I was looking on the website and I don't see any type of like true IPX rating on here. So I do know that with Shure, one of the other benefits for their products is they're backed with a longer warranty.
Yeah, 2-year warranty on these.
Yeah, so that's something to consider when you're kind of weighing like, hey, for $150 to $200 price for earbuds, that goes back to, I'm working with a budget. What are the specs? What should I expect in here?
Right.
And does it work?
Right.
When it comes to music, how does it sound?
Yeah.
Making phone calls.
Right.
Did you test these at all with one ear versus two? Do you know? If
I
there's a
didn't
difference?
actually.
Okay.
So I used them. I used both of them at the same time when I was using them.
Okay.
I don't know if they will do a one at a time. Honestly, I imagine they do. That's a pretty common feature now, but I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Now, what I will say is with that 2-year warranty, a lot of this technology that these have is the current technology.
Yeah.
Things like Bluetooth 5. And these, the Shure Play.
Yeah, the app customization.
So these are going to be, while they are maybe on the more expensive side, they are going to be relevant longer.
So we've reviewed some other headphones over the last couple of years that are priced considerably higher.
Yeah.
Who don't get into the app
Yes.
personalization of that.
Right.
And that's a big deal for some people is, man, this is nice, but I wish I had a little bit more this when I'm listening to this kind of music.
Well, and everybody's ears are different, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had years of playing music, so my high frequency recognition is a lot lower than some people's.
Sure.
So it while they might sound a certain way to certain people, the ability to change it to what works for your ears is very important.
Yeah.
And these do that. So
these run about $180 right now, I think.
Yeah, and I think they came out at $200, and I think $200 is the normal price, but they're on sale right now, and it seems to be there are sales for them, every once in a while. So, $180 for these, I think is maybe kind of middle to high end price of what I feel like these would be worth. But some of the features you get backed by a name that isn't going anywhere.
That backs an extra year on top of what a lot of companies do with warranty.
I think there's no problem putting an endorsement into these and saying, they sound good. They give you the sound you want, and they have a lot of the features that you're going to want. Sure. The only, possible thing that if look is a big concern to you, or if you're looking for a, nondescript or a low profile, these are not going to be the right thing. Now, they do have a graphite color that might be a little bit, less conspicuous, but it's still a bigger footprint outside of the ear. So something to think about.
All right. So that's the Shure AONIC Free.
Yep.
Thank you, Luke.
No problem.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.